We then set off for Clet Head on the south of Walsey on a very calm day. A beautiful scene. But not always calm, as you can see from this clip from YouTube. The waves must be at least 50 feet high, washing in on the shore and over the island in the distance.
Hell, look at the size of those waves.
However, we were fortunate to have a lovely, still, calm day where we were able to walk along the cliff tops and enjoy the scenery, the sea and the bird life below. We eventually came to the end of the track, and it appeared that this was a dumping place for rubbish, mainly metal rubbish, by the people of Walsey. In the next clip you will see the Walsey car scrappage scheme in operation. Again, courtesy of YouTube. However, when we were there, nothing so exciting happened, and we were able to enjoy the peace and tranquility of the place and the grandeur of the cliffs. All too soon it was time for us to return to the Shetland mainland at the end of a truly wonderful day that I shall recall for the rest of my life. Goodbye to Walsey, or Dabonny Isle as it is known locally, and now I understand why. The following day was our last on the islands of Shetland. We went to Leavenwick Beach, where we walked on the deserted sands and were able to watch seals swimming out in the sea. Our next stop was at the Croft House Museum at Bodham, where a croft had been completely restored to its original 1870s condition. This gave us an indication of the circumstances in which Wilhelmina Scherer had been brought up. Well, I've always quite fancied Pete. Inside the croft we were able to see what conditions were probably like over 100 years ago, including the box beds, which were doubtless very comfortable on a cold winter's night. A short walk down from the Croft House was a small building housing a mill for grinding corn. This was cleverly done by harnessing water from a local burn and directing it via sluice gates into the building where it turned a paddle wheel which, in its turn, rotated the grinding stone. Absolutely brilliant, wonderful, highly recommended, super. Our final visit of the day was to the cliffs at Sumborough, close to the airport. Again we were impressed by the magnificence of these natural features, as well as the abundance of wildlife. Just enough time to buy a few presents while we waited at Sumborough Airport. Soon we were on our way leaving Shetland and taking with us many happy memories. In no time at all we were back at Edinburgh Airport, where we collected our luggage and set off for the caravan site. Our final trip was to the cemetery at South Queensferry, where my grandmother Wilhelmina Scherer is buried, and I had time to reflect upon the previous few days.